Hello everyone, my name is Lasmir, and today we're doing part 2 of the random build palette challenge. As a reminder, this is what last week's build looked like, and I think today we're going to switch things up. We're going to use 4 blocks instead of 3. And our numbers are 26, 13, 53, and 58. Okay, so this is a bit awkward. I don't even know if we can even use this build palette, but we're going to try and make it work anyway. We have stone bricks, nether bricks, and then 2 terracottas. Now, this may be looking pretty bleak, but yeah, I can't sugarcoat this. There is no upside to this. This is a terrible build palette, and the build is probably going to be terrible in the end. But we're gonna have fun making it anyway. While it may seem like I'm cheating, I actually did intend from the very beginning that the terracotta blocks would kind of be representative of all the colored blocks in general. Hence why you don't see any concrete or glazed terracottas on the actual palette. So we actually have terracotta, concrete powder, and glazed terracotta to work with. Don't know how useful most of this is going to be, but it is at least a little bit better. The problem is that the palette is split in 2. It's actually 2 smaller palettes that really don't want to be next to each other. But I think we can lean into that quite a bit. We can make the build into 2 parts that are very clearly separated. One using this palette, and one using this palette. I think I know how to do that. My plan is to make a giant hand out of nether brick that is holding up the house with the nicer build palette. And the problem is, now I have to sculpt an accurate hand using blocks. Okay. According to my own hand as reference, this should be where the knuckle is. So this is like the back of the hand. And then over here, I'm going to have to start making the palm. This is going to be the knuckle of the thumb. I've given up on the hand, and I'm now going to do a hand-like object. So it's still gonna have like kind of a base, a palm-ish thing with like finger-like things going up, but it's not specifically gonna be a hand because that was not going well. I think I've finished the kind of hand part of it that holds the other structure made of the other 2 blocks of the palette. I could always come back and make changes later, but I think I'm going to start on the center structure next. The main issue is that I made this kind of an organic, realistic structure, but now I have to put something flat and regular on top of it. So I'm going to have some issues with that. I need a point where I have a full platform. I need to figure out what level it's at, because I need it to touch the fingers at that level. I might do this one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little blocks like this one in the middle that seem to support from the bottom, and then I'll build an actual full build on top. But first I have to make it look like it's supported. Now I have to somehow make a house out of 2 blocks. My strategy is just to kind of make shapes and then replace the inside of the shape with some of the green terracotta afterwards. I think that'll work out fairly well. I'm really struggling with the space I gave myself here, but there was no way I was making a bigger hand part, so this is the best we get. Now that I'm done with the basic shape of it, which I think turned out really well, all I have left to do is try and salvage it as much as possible using the limited texturing and detailing I can do with only stone bricks, because that is the only detailing block I have to use. That being said, I do think we have some options. For example, we can already just kind of fill in a outline bit around the edges, and I think that might make it look a little bit nicer. And then we can replace things with walls wherever we can. For example, in between here and here. Just to give it a little bit of extra depth that it desperately needs. Even now, I don't even know how I pulled this off. These was by far the worst build palette you could ever even think of. But I think we managed to pull it together to at least an acceptable level. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, YouTube made a button just for your exact situation. So make sure you take that into account. And also, keep in mind that I make many more videos like these. Just like the other thing that you see behind you. That was another one of these exact videos in this series. So if you enjoyed this video, please take a look at my other videos and see if you like those too.